we enter into the final 2 weeks of the summer transfer window. Is going to be madness in the next 2 weeks, so stay tuned together, stay here on the channel, because every single day you will have many videos, many updates, many stories. And today we have to restart where we finished this the last video I was releasing about the exclusive story on Rodri going to Barcelona. The deal is done. Tomorrow, basically today, if you are watching this video, depending on the time zone, Rodri will fly to Barcelona. Barca have booked the medical for Rodri. The two clubs have already started exchanging all the documents for the deal tonight. So it's gonna be checked, signed, completed, and then medical test, contract signing. 4-year contract for Rodri until June 2030, 4 seasons in Barcelona shirt. And also important to mention that the final transfer fee mentioned by sources at both clubs is going to be 60 million euros plus 16 in add-ons. 10 of these bonuses are on a different structure compared to the 6 million euros extra. So basically is 60 guaranteed, around 65, 66, so 5-6 million euros, very easy to achieve, plus all the rest of the bonuses are more complicated, but the total package can reach 76 million euros. I'm told that some of these bonuses are also linked to a future contract extension for Rodri, for example, so it's not just about the performances or the trophies. So it's a very complicated structure, but starting at 60, gonna get at 65, 66 very easy, and then 76 could be the final number if all the add-ons are achieved. So everything completed for Rodri. Don't forget everything completed for João Cancelo as well. Both players set to fly to Barcelona, complete their medical, and become new Barca players. So the confidence of the recent days, Cancelo has always been more than confidence, has always been a matter of time. For Rodri, I told you, optimism, confidence, optimism, and now the deal is in place. So both players are joining Barcelona. Now for Barca, it's also important to talk about the exits, because waiting to understand the striker position, what's going to happen in the next 2 weeks, the exits are going to be very important. And so, Marc Casado remains on the market. So I think from tomorrow, Jorge Mendes, agent of Marc Casado, will restart conversations to find the best solution possible for Casado. Many links with Al Hilal, but I'm told that there is nothing concrete with Al Hilal. It's different clubs. And then Tommy Marquez. Tommy Marquez is a 19-year-old midfielder, highly rated from La Masia, a talent from Barcelona. Imagine this kid had a proposal from Borussia Dortmund, but he was not so keen on the move, because at Braga he has different possibilities. Braga believe he can play every single game, he can be a regular starter, he can develop, and Braga have an agreement with Barcelona, 10 million euros, 2 in add-ons, deal done for Tommy Marquez to leave Barca and join Braga. My understanding is that Barcelona will maintain also matching rights. In Spanish is called derecho de tanteo. Basically, if any bid arrives to Braga in the next years before accepting and closing a deal, Braga have to inform Barcelona, have to phone call Barcelona and tell them, we have this bid, do you want to match the proposal or not? So this is going to be the situation for Tommy Marquez, sold by Barcelona today. Big confusion around goalkeepers tonight, guys. Big stories around goalkeepers. Because, first of all, we spent the whole day with many rumors on Dibu Martinez and Juventus, but Dibu Martinez Juventus is not happening. It's not happening because there is too much difference between what Aston Villa are asking and what Juventus want to pay for Dibu Martinez. Juve were prepared to pay around 5-6 million euros plus add-ons, while Aston Villa keep asking 15 million euros. There is a very big gap between the two clubs. And also, Dibu is coming from the World Cup with some issues with his finger, and so Juventus didn't want to take any risk, but Aston Villa are very relaxed that the goalkeeper is feeling well and is doing okay. But Aston Villa still with deal off for Dibu Martinez to Juventus, Aston Villa will still proceed for Zion Suzuki. Yesterday collapsed Zion Suzuki to Paris Saint-Germain despite a private flight on the way to Paris. Today, Aston Villa agreed the deal for Zion Suzuki, 30 million euros, 5 in add-ons, agreement with the player. Suzuki is already set for medical on Monday morning. He's in Birmingham now, ready to complete his move to Aston Villa. So the deal is done for Suzuki and will still happen after the Emi Martinez deal off with Juventus. Who is going to Juventus is still linked to the Premier League, and it's Guglielmo Vicario, because Guglielmo Vicario, the Italian goalkeeper from Tottenham, is now close to joining Juventus. Agreement with the player done, Vicario wants to go to Juventus, and now Juventus are negotiating with Tottenham. Loan deal with an option to buy clause, negotiations ongoing on terms of the deal with Tottenham, but Vicario is very close to joining Juventus. Talking about opportunities and market names, tonight Paris Saint-Germain lost the French Super Cup against Lens, so it's a bit surprised to see PSG losing a football game, in this case especially a final, the Super Cup. But for Paris Saint-Germain, in terms of market, the news coming from today is Bradley Barcola and Ibrahim Mbaye, both of them not even on the bench for PSG. What does it mean, guys? Is that the expectation is for both of them to go, because Paris Saint-Germain up front already have Désiré Doué, Ousmane Dembélé, 𝐁𝐑𝐄𝐀𝐊𝐈𝐍𝐆, Ferran Torres, Mika Götze, Magnus Akliush. 6 top fantastic players up front, and in this moment the expectation is for Barcola to go and for Ibrahim Mbaye to go. Liverpool are negotiating for Barcola. Liverpool are confident for Barcola. Liverpool are pushing for Barcola. I expect this deal to accelerate. Now we enter from Monday, from today, into crucial stages of the story. So the negotiations will continue, but Liverpool have an agreement, verbal of course, on personal terms with Bradley Barcola, and Liverpool want to accelerate. Liverpool want to go in for Bradley Barcola. So deal absolutely on. Forget about Barcola not for sale, forget about Barcola untouchable. Barcola has always been a topic in this transfer window. After the game, Luis Enrique said, I'm not going to talk about this. At the end of the window, I will talk about what happened in our transfer window. And Ibrahim Mbaye. Liverpool spoke to the agent of the player, Jorge Mendes. They had a conversation. The player is very attracted by Liverpool, so Ibrahim Mbaye would love a move to Liverpool. But at the moment, the problem for Liverpool is the valuation. So PSG are asking for a lot of money for Ibrahim Mbaye. So or this valuation comes down, or they can find an agreement with Barcola and Mbaye, but the numbers have to be different. But Liverpool are not going to pay 200 or 210 million euros for Barcola and Mbaye. So Liverpool are not going to do something completely crazy. So or the price changes, or for Mbaye there could be also other possibilities. For sure, the player and the agent, Jorge Mendes, spoke to Liverpool, so there has been a conversation, but now it depends on the clubs. We will be following all of these guys on a daily basis, as you can see, with many videos, with many updates here on the channel. I remind you to like this video, to send in your comments, to subscribe to the channel, to turn on the notification bell. We are together every single day. And so guys, I wait for you here on the channel, on YouTube, as always. Let me know your opinions on all these stories, Rodri, Cancelo, 𝐁𝐑𝐄𝐀𝐊𝐈𝐍𝐵,